Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees. So we'll start with this. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopigata Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrasubhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय श्री निताई गौरांग की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय निताई गौर प्रेमनंदे हरि हरे कृष्णा. So today we are going to discuss very important verse. Is third chapter, text number 27, and this verse explains about three modes of material nature, how they are influencing all of us and performing the activities. So we'll see that. I'll share the screen, so we'll discuss that. So here Krishna is explaining Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasah ahankar vimoolatma kartaham iti manyate. Meaning, so third chapter is the chapter where Krishna has introduced Prakriti, means three modes of material nature. The influence or overpowering influence of three modes: Satogun, Rajogun and Tamogun, mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. Their interaction on all the living entities. So third chapter in verse number 3, 4 onwards, somewhere here and there Krishna has started mentioning, and here again Krishna has mentioned that actually in this material world, we the living entities are thinking that we are the doers, we perform the activities, and the result of any activity is performed by me, achieved by me. I am the cause of the results. But in this verse, Krishna clearly mentions, he is clarifying that who is the real cause of the result of any activity. So Krishna is saying, Prakriti kriya manani, meaning जो प्रकृति है वही कार्य कर रही है, दैट इज एक्टिव. गुणै कर्माणि सर्वसः, और जो सारे कर्म हैं वो तीन गुणों से इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हैं. सर्व कर्माणि सर्वसः, सारे जो कर्म हैं वो प्रकृति के तीन गुण के द्वारा किए गए हैं. बट हमें जीव को क्या लगता है? अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा, जो जीव जो फॉल्स ईगो में है, अहंकारी है, जो अपने एक्चुअल सेंस में नहीं है. कर्ता हम इति मन्यते मीन्स ऐसा मानता है कि कर्ता अहम, मैं करता हूं, आई एम द डूअर. So this is what Krishna here is explaining. Let us read the translation. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of three modes of material nature, thinks himself to the doer of activities, which are in actuality carried out by nature. See, very clear statement. The bewildered spirit soul. So we, the living entities, are bewildered here in this material world by the three modes of material nature. Here Krishna, under the influence three modes of material nature, all the spirit souls are bewildered. So when we are bewildered, then what do we think? So how we'll know that we are bewildered? Symptom is thinks himself to be the doer of activities. So if one person is thinking that I am the doer, I am performing the activity, because of me the result is coming, so that means we should know he is bewildered by three modes of nature. Why bewildered? Because the reality is something else. Activities are being carried out by nature. We are not doing anything in this material world. Soul, which is spirit in nature, cannot be competent in this material world, which is very much contrast to his original constitutional position. This material atmosphere is not the genuine, real, the appropriate, congenial atmosphere for the spirit soul. This is foreign atmosphere, just like we living entity go to space or in the water, we feel suffocated. We don't able to, you know, remain for a long time in the foreign atmosphere. We come down on the earth. In the same way, spirit soul cannot be happy here in this material, cannot perform anything. It is incompatible existence, this material world. So there is no way for the spirit soul to perform the activities here in this world. So then how these activities are being performed, how I'm speaking, how I'm doing anything, how whole world is so very active, people are performing so many activities, how these things are happening, that secret is revealed here, that three modes are active, very much active in this material world, and making everyone to act helplessly. So now the question will come, if I am not the doer, I don't perform the activity, then why do we suffer? No, we have heard that we are suffering because of the reaction of our action, what action we have committed in the past. So the reaction of those activity we are suffering. But here Krishna is saying that actually we don't perform the action. The action is performed by three modes of material nature. So why should we suffer then? Because action is performed by three modes, so reaction should also be given to three modes. But reactions we suffer. So yes, good question. It is right to say that three modes of material nature are acting, but what is the role of the spirit soul is we are the desirer. We desire something in some particular fashion for some activity to be done. So according to your desire, three modes are active and performing the activities as per our desires. So it is we who are desiring, and then three modes are performing the activities. Now the next question is, on what basis three modes are performing the activity? So we are desiring so many things, yes or no? There are so many desires are coming, but क्या सारी desires fulfill हो रही हैं? नहीं. Only those desires are getting fulfilled for which you have currency, karma bank account. We may desire many things. We may desire to become president of America. We may desire to become prime minister of India. But three modes are not going to satisfy those desires. But यहाँ पर आपने बोला प्रभु जी, what we desire, three modes facilitate those desires. हाँ, facilitate करती है three modes, but उसके पीछे एक basis है. On what basis three modes are facilitating our desires? that depends on our karma currency, that is called destiny. So now we desired, and that desire is being noted down, recorded by the Lord who is seated in our heart as Paramatma. So he records. Now he has noted down all our desires, and rest assured that all your desires will be fulfilled. Once we desire, all those desires are recorded. Lord Krishna, who is sitting in our heart, has recorded all your desires. And each and every small, big, medium, all the desires will be fulfilled sooner or later, depending on your karma currency, karma bank account. That is called destiny. So, Paramatma, you desire, and he smells the desire, and he will check, cross check with your karma bank whether you have got currency to purchase 10 lakhs car. You have desire to purchase a 10 lakh car, but do you have the currency of karma bank? So, and if it is there, then Paramatma, who is Krishna, will give direction to material nature, three modes of material nature, Prakriti. And then Prakriti will facilitate everything for you, and then you can facilitate your desire, you can accomplish your desire, and then result will come, and then you can enjoy. So that's how things are happening in this world. We desire, soul desires, Paramatma records, and he checks your karma bank currency, and according to your currency, he gives the direction to Prakriti, three modes, Mother Durga, and Mother Durga, using three modes, by getting the direction from Krishna, he will now facilitate all your desires, and one by one, your desires will be fulfilled according to destiny. So just see, these things are happening in the background arrangement of the Lord. And ये तो मैंने ऊपर से बताया, इसमें सारे demigods भी involved हैं. How three modes are doing everything making us to do. So इसमें demigods are involved. Prana Vayu, there are 10 kinds of Vayu. So Prana Vayu, Apan, Vyan, Sadan. So all these things, very finally things are being done. And this hands movement is done by Prana Vayu. The soul is not making this movement. Soul is inactive, just desiring and not doing anything else. Just soul is desiring and sitting calmly. So now desires are being done, hands and legs are into motion because of Prana Vayu in the body. And all those Prana Vayus are being, controlled by different demigods. So see, very much complications are there in one activity to perform, even to speak or to walk or to move your hands, legs. So that's how things are. Suppose in your destiny there is no hand movement. So what will happen? There will be paralysis. There will be stroke. One stroke will come and your hand will be paralyzed. Now you cannot do anything because in your destiny it was there that till age number 24, till age 24 you will have hand movement. After that your hand will be paralyzed. So now destiny is there, so your hand will be paralyzed. You cannot do anything. Now even if you want, you cannot move because destiny is now blocked. So that's what here Krishna is explaining. So this is beautiful verse 3.27. Here we understand that actually we are not doing anything. जब किसी को पैरालिसिस होता है, you can understand in that particular example very easily. Somebody is paralyzed, so even if he wants to move, but he cannot because three modes कर ही नहीं रही. Three modes are not doing its movement because आपके destiny में नहीं है. Just see. So here we understand that हाँ हम नहीं करने वाले. We are not the doers. We are just desirer. We desire. You can desire, but वो होगा कि नहीं होगा, it depends on your karma bank and three modes. So ये बहुत important वर्स है समझना. Otherwise हम false ego में सोचते हैं कि हम ही सब कुछ कर रहे हैं. Anyway, so this I have explained. The person in false ego takes all the credit for doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his naissance. So एक पर्सन जो अहंकारी है, जो कि नेसेंस में फॉल्स ईगो में वो सोचता है कि सब कुछ मैं ही कर रहा हूँ, बट एक्चुअली वो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. भौतिक जगत में हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. नाउ नेक्स्ट, तत्वित्तु महाबाहो गुण कर्म विभागयो गुण गुणेषु वर्तन्त इति मत्वा न सज्जते. One who is in knowledge of the absolute truth, O mighty arm, does not engage himself in the senses and sense gratification, knowing well the differences between work in devotion and work for fruitive results. Now, एक व्यक्ति जब समझ लिया कि सारी चीजें three modes कर रही, मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ, so he then realizes कि actually everything is done by three modes. So what should we desire then? We should only desire to serve the Lord, not to engage in sense gratification. Because he understands devotional work and fruitive work. So devotional work say he will become free from this bondage of material body and go back to Krishna. And fruitive work say kya hoga? He will be more entangled. So Prabhupada gives very nice purport. The knower of the absolute truth is convinced of his awkward position in material association. He knows that he is part and parcel Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and that his position should not be in the material creation. He knows his real identity as part and parcel of Supreme, who is eternal bliss and knowledge. And he realizes that somehow or other is entrapped in the material conception of life. So एक intelligent person वो ये समझता है. In his pure state of existence, he is meant to dovetail his activities in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. He therefore engages himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness and becomes naturally unattached to activities of the material senses, which are all circumstantial and temporary. He knows that his material condition of life is under the supreme control of the Lord. Consequently, he is not disturbed by all kinds of material reactions, which he considers to be the mercy of the Lord. So, एक Krishna conscious person उसको पता है कि जो भी सिचुएशन है, सर्कमस्टांसेस सब टेम्परेरी है, एंड कंडीशन जो मटेरियल कंडीशन है ये कंट्रोल भगवान के कंट्रोल में है, कृष्णा के कंट्रोल में है. तो लाइफ में कुछ भी होता है, कोई भी रिएक्शन आता है, ही इज नॉट डिस्टर्ब्ड, rather he accepts that as the mercy of Krishna. So that is his outlook towards the reaction of any action. Now next verse, प्रकृतिर गुण सम्मूढ़ा सज्जन्ते गुण कर्मसु तान कृष्ण विदो मंदान कृष्ण विन्ना विचालयेत. सो कंटिन्यूएशन में क्या बोल रहे हैं कृष्णा? bewildered by modes of material nature. So हम लोग सब bewildered है, three modes है ना. The ignorant fully engages themselves in material activity. तो जो ignorant है वो material activity में engage हो जाता है और उससे attach भी हो जाता है, engage होता है और attach भी हो जाता है material activity में. But the wise should not unsettle them. लेकिन जो कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस पर्सन है, वो बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति ये जो मूर्ख व्यक्ति है उनको अनसेटल नहीं करता, although these duties are inferior due to the performance lack of knowledge. So last purport, persons who are knowledgeable falsely identify with gross material consciousness and are full of material designations. So just refer 27th verse, there Krishna says that a person who is in ego, false ego, is think that I am the doer. So here same thing Prabhupada is writing, person who are unknowledgeable. तो जो knowledge में नहीं है, क्या knowledge? कि I am not the doer, I am just desirer. Everything is done by three modes of material nature. So जो unknowledgeable है वो क्या सोचता है? Gross material consciousness, अपने आप को इस body से identify कर लेता है, और बॉडी से आइडेंटिफाई किया सो बॉडीली डेजिग्नेशन से आइडेंटिफाई करेगा. अब मैं इंडियन हूँ, मैं अमेरिकन हूँ, आई एम मेल, आई एम फीमेल, आई एम ब्लैक, व्हाइट, आई एम दिस, आई एम दैट, आई एम टीचर, आई एम प्रीचर. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स दे विल आइडेंटिफाई मटेरियल डेजिग्नेशन. This body is a gift of the material nature, and one who is too much attached to the bodily consciousness is called mandan, or a lazy person without understanding of spirit soul. So जो व्यक्ति अपने आप को ये नहीं समझता कि I am a spirit soul, I am not this body, he is called mandan or lazy person. Ignorant men think of the body as the self. Bodily connection with others are accepted as kinsmanship. The land in which the body is obtained is the object of worship, and the formalities of religious rituals are considered end in themselves. सो ये किसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है? इग्नोरेंट मैन की अंडरस्टैंडिंग। क्या क्या इग्नोरेंट मैन क्या क्या समझता है? सारे जो बॉडली कनेक्शन है वो अपने हैं, मेरे मेरे रिलेटिव्स हैं, जिसमें मैं पैदा हुआ हूँ, वर्शिपेबल है वो लैंड, एंड सारी रिचुअल्स फॉर्मेलिटीज है, यही सब कुछ है। सो दैट इज द conclusion of a person who is too much into bodily consciousness of life. Men who are ignorant cannot appreciate Krishna activities in Krishna consciousness, and therefore Lord Krishna advises us not to disturb them and simply waste valuable time. So Krishna ने बोला है कि एक कृष्णा एक डिवोटी है जो मटीरियली अटैच पर्सन को अनसेटल नहीं करना, उनको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना, और जो कर रहे हैं उनको करने दो, लेट देम डाई एंड बी लॉस्ट हियर इन दिस मटीरियल वर्ल्ड। ये कृष्णा अपने डिवोटीज को बोल रहे हैं कि माय डिवोटी शुड एंगेज इन माय सर्विस, दे शुड नॉट गो एंड डिस्टर्ब दिस मटेरियली अटैच्ड पर्सन एंड simply waste our valuable time. But the devotees of the Lord are more kind than the Lord. You see, here Prabhupada is giving one revolutionary statement. Please make a note of this. कृष्णा ने ट्रांसलेशन में बोला कि why should not unsettle them, these although these activity duties are inferior due to the performance lack of knowledge. भगवान बोल रहे हैं कि ये जो कृष्णा कॉन्शियस पर्सन है उसको जो मटेरियल अटैच पर्सन है उसे नहीं डिस्टर्ब करना है, because devotee should not disturb the materially attached person. But यहाँ पर प्रभुपाद क्या लिख रहे हैं देखो, but the devotees of the Lord are more kind than the Lord. Just see, so भगवान के जो भक्त होते हैं भगवान से भी दयालु होते हैं। भगवान ने बोला जाने दो, इनको सफर करने दो, जो सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन फंसे मरने दो, कुत्ते की मौत मरने दो, डोंट डिस्टर्ब देम, आप अपनी भक्ति करो, मेरी भक्ति करो और खुश रहो, ये कृष्णा चाहते हैं हमसे। लेकिन यहाँ पर प्रभुपाद बोल रहे हैं डिवोटीज आर मोर मर्सीफुल देन द लॉर्ड। व्हाई? बिकॉज दे अंडरस्टैंड द पर्पस ऑफ द लॉर्ड। जस्ट सी हियर द रिवोल्यूशनरी स्टेटमेंट इज दिस, डिवोटी जो होता है वो भगवान का मूड समझता है, पर्पस समझता है कि एक्चुअली व्हाट इज द desire, intention of the Lord. Lord wants that all are, anyway, all these living entities are servants of Krishna. We all belong to Krishna and we are suffering. Lord is not feeling good. Lord is feeling pain. So therefore, a devotee understands that anyway, all the living entities are suffering because of bereft of Krishna consciousness. Even though Krishna has not allowed me to preach, but I should know the mood of Krishna. Krishna is not feeling good when these decent souls are suffering. So I should go and preach them and make them devotee of Krishna. See, consequently, they understand all kinds of risk, and even to the point of approaching ignorant men to try to engage them in the acts of Krishna consciousness, which are absolutely necessary for human being. So, devotee जो है वो understand करता है कि कृष्णा का मूड क्या है। कृष्णा चाहते हैं कि सारी लिविंग एंटिटी मेरी भक्ति करे एंड मेरे धाम चले, लेकिन सब लोग नहीं कर सकते। सो डिवोटी जाके लोगों को प्रीच करके उनको समझाता है, उनको कृष्णा के पास ले आता है, उनको उनका रियल पोजीशन याद दिलाता है कि यू आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड, यू आर कृष्णाज। सो व्हेन दे अंडरस्टैंड, दे प्रैक्टिस कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस एंड develop attachment to Krishna and go back to Krishna. So by seeing all this, Krishna becomes very happy. Therefore, devotee even overrules the instruction of Krishna in this particular regard. इस इंस्ट्रक्शन जो यहाँ पर वर्स नंबर 29 है, इसको डिवोटी वायलेट कर देता है। कृष्णा का इंस्ट्रक्शन है, बट कृष्णा के इंस्ट्रक्शन को सरपास करके एक स्टेप आगे जाके डिवोटी जो है वो रिस्क लेके नॉन डिवोटी को प्रीच करता है, और इससे भगवान गुस्सा नहीं करते। भगवान ये नहीं सोचते अरे मेरा इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं फॉलो किया, भगवान और खुश होते हैं क्योंकि भक्त भगवान के मूड को समझता है। सो दैट इज द अंडरस्टैंडिंग। सो नाउ टुडे वी डिस्कस्ड वेरी नाइस सब्जेक्ट मैटर, कैसे एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म करते हैं और किस मूड में करना चाहिए एंड क्या कॉम्प्लिकेशंस इन्वॉल्व हैं, ऑल दोस थिंग्स। सो विद दिस वी विल स्टॉप हियर। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा।